Internment resettlement operations, we broke this a couple years ago when it was sent to us by military sources. After that happened, they posted an army.mil kind of, oh, it's no big deal. See, you got a secret document? We'll just put it out. No big deal. Like catching your neighbor walking out with your television and they claim they were taking it to have it repaired or something. Oh, it's no big deal, Bob. Or you catch your neighbor in bed with your wife. Oh, I was just, doing a gynecology exam. They released FM 3-39.40. And this document says Social Security numbers, how to round up the American people. We have articles on Infowars.com about it where you can see the subsections where more than 20 times it says American citizens, Social Security numbers, how to process, how to get our biometrics, just like we were citizens of Fallujah, Iraq. It goes through all of it. And first they tried to deny it, then they admitted it.
Get your ass from over here! Get the fuck from over here! Now!
Who are you with? Where are you from? Are you from Ferguson? You're from? Are you even from this area? Where are you from?
He was hired by police! He was hired by police! Where you from?
I was not hired by the police.
He's hired by police! What the fuck are you doing?
It's about the feds. Were you hired by the feds by any chance?
No, we asked you, listen, we asked you to leave. I'll tell him about it. Let him go. Let him go. Stop walking with the people and walk away. Go. Please, go. What they gonna hurt you.
We just got news of a state of emergency. This is Executive Order 1414 signed by Governor Nixon, and it says, Governor Nixon of the state of Missouri, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Constitution, and it says, I hereby declare a state of emergency exists in the state of Missouri.
Well, about the gun sales in the area, they've gone up about 300%. Do you think the fact that people are being allowed to have the Second Amendment, is that going to affect the looting in any kind of way, you think?
That's really hard saying. I mean, the looting, if the people are looting, they're obviously criminals, and obviously, guns fall in the hands of criminals oftentimes anyway, but the legal gun owners, I suggest the looters and such look out, because this is St. Louis, man. A lot of people are locked and loaded around here.
Well, speaking about Governor Nixon, he was asked by a reporter yesterday during a teleconference, who exactly was in charge of the operation, because he had previously come out and stated during his state of address, his document there, the state of emergency rather, that the Ferguson, the St. Louis County Police Department would be running the ground operations in Ferguson. But when he was asked by a reporter who was going to be running pretty much the whole shebang, he kind of stuttered and mumbled and didn't really want to answer the question, which I thought was very interesting, because I thought it's pretty cut and dry in the document that he gave out earlier. But when he was asked that specific question, and it's a great question by whoever asked that journalist, he couldn't really answer exactly who is running the ground operations. So I thought that was very curious, and I'm curious to see what's going to happen.
What we've been told, there's a bunch of stuff set up in here, and we'll run up and peek in. Are you able to see anything?
A little bit. Hold on. I got it.
Okay, what's it look like? Oh, dang, you can see all kinds of tables set up. It definitely looks like a command center. Oh, yeah, you can see everything in there. I don't get what our country's coming to, but you can see all this. These guys are they're planning for the worst, and they're the ones causing.
And really, when you think about it, times really haven't changed that much, because now look what we have in Ferguson that's going on right now. Do you think that the establishment is using Ferguson, for example, to further divide the nation, to racially divide the nation?
Of course. It is absolutely no doubt whatsoever that is what the establishment is doing. That's the modus operandi, if you will, of the establishment. It hasn't changed. It continues to do the same thing. The only difference, which is not really different, is that we now have an articulate liar in the color of a colored man. I refuse to call him a black man, who is now the head, okay, or at least the nominal head, the figurehead, if you will, for these ongoing despicable actions that hurt everyday, ordinary black, white, brown, red, and yellow people of all colors in our nation.
A lot of these people are going to go back and, hold on.
What are they saying right now?
The police just came over the thing. They said anybody in the road is now part of unlawful assembly. Oh, there's gunshots.
What?
People are shooting. People shooting in the parking lot right now. Everyone's
all right,
running.
well,
There's gunshots everywhere.
All right, well, you guys stay low. All right, guys, we've had gunshots reported on Florissant Street right in front of the police headquarters.
Everyone's screaming and running.
And those are the things that we're fighting for and that we fight for here at InfoWars. And we're not seeing the system come and aid us in those areas. So it looks like some people are jumping on a car now. It looks like somebody's bad. Is that a police? It looks like, is that a police car?
There's no police cars out here in the...
It's a security car. It looks like some protesters have smashed the front windows. Can you hear that going on?
Yeah, people are screaming and now running forward. Nope, more gunshots. Now people are running again. I don't know what's going on, but everybody is running right now, and the cops are hiding behind the car.
Yeah, it looks like, okay, now we're seeing something from CNN. There's a security car that has been, the windshields, headlights have been broken out. We can see a shot of the cops now. They're down, they're in a crouched position.
Get your ass down. Hey, pull your head out of your ass. Fat boy, you better get down. You're a big target, you better get your fat ass down. You're a big target, you better get your fat ass down. You know what that is, don't you? You better get down, fat boy. You better get down, fat boy.
Somebody's yelling at a large man, telling him, you better get down, fat boy. I don't know if you guys can hear that going through. Is that coming off your mic, Joe?
Roger that. He's standing right beside me.
Okay.
Don't go shoot no babies. Don't go shoot no babies, Pop. But if you do.
So pan over to this guy. Let me see. I want to see. He seems to be, he seems like an older gentleman.
Pull that trigger. Pull that trigger. We shooting back.
Oh, he's kind of, it sounds like he was daring the cop to pull that trigger.
Been in business out here 22 years. Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
She said she took her boards down to try to trust in the people here, that no one would rob her store. And as you can see right here, the windows are busted out, and it's just another business. It's just sad.
Did she witness the looters?
No, she just showed up. She came out here to check to see if anything had happened.
I'm so sorry for her. Can you get her on camera? Is she wanting to talk?
No, she's trying to...
She's assessing the damage, it looks like. And she obviously lives in the area.
Yeah, she does. She said she's been here 22 years.
God.
And she said she purposely brought the boards down because she thought she could, just put her faith in the community that nothing would happen.
Well, as you guys...
I don't know that it was a community that destroyed her building, though. That's the sad thing about it.
Yeah,
And, here's a black lady, a small business person, an entrepreneur who has worked hard to build her business for 22 years. All she'll get back from the insurance company is going to be some compensation for what was damaged and stolen, but she's not going to have her income replaced.
Right.
It looks like the fire department is completely pulled out. They've even left this building to go. I don't know if it's completely out, but it's smoldering. This is right here. We're coming up on the McDonald's. So I guess they've been ordered out of the area completely since they have no way to defend themselves.
As far as a media event and a psyop, and to study social engineering, and to study anthropology and sociology, the things the globalists scientifically study on record, you can see how Ferguson is a beta test for things much larger. I said 6 years ago that Obama was going to stir up race war in America. I'm on record saying it. Let's not exaggerate, probably 3,000 or 4,000 times. I said a couple times a week. You do that, that's at least 300, 400, 500, maybe 1,000 times. I don't know. Conservatively, 500 times. I don't know. You've probably heard me say it so much you're sick of hearing it. Now, I'm not a rocket scientist, but I do study anthropology, social engineering, sociology. And you can clearly see where the system is trying to exacerbate racial, religious, ethnic, sexual differences and play us off against each other while doing it in the name of multiculturalism.
Tell me how great Alex is. Tell me how he's the Jesus Christ of the world.
I ain't never
said that. Tell me how you his boy.
I ain't never said he's Jesus. I ain't never said he's Jesus, bro.
Alex is a racist.
How you racist?
And so is that other cat you down here with. How's that man not a racist?
Tell me how you racist.
I ain't for the cameras. You know what I'm saying?
Over here in a minute.
There he is. That's the one who called black people.
You ain't called nobody else here.
Yes, you did.
You ain't never said that.
Today. No, we
You didn't say that.
No, no, no.
That's how you respond to aggression.
People are tired.
I'm tired of it too.
You ain't tired of it.
No.
Alex sent you out here to investigate and label black people terrorists.
As you can see, these are a lot of the buildings that were broken into, looted, because they decided to put their trust into the community. I'm not saying that it was a lot of people that lived here, but that was their expectation, was to trust in the fact that they were going to listen to what the president asked for, what Eric Holder asked for, what the Michael Brown's family asked for was no violence, no looting, just peaceful protests. And as you can see today, I mean, this place looks like a war zone. Everyone's trying to repair, get their businesses back together. People are boarding up the windows. And then here, I'm going to make a right and get in this lane. You can see this auto zone burnt down. This is much resembles the Quick Trip from back in August. Just completely, totally collapsed in now. It's insane. And here you are, the real people of the community who want healing are out here cleaning up the pieces and trying to put it back together.
I'll show you a terrorist.
You want the best that's out there at the lowest price anywhere? Well, we're bringing you a total win-win. The ultimate value, cutting-edge, trailblazing game changer that also supports the InfoWar. We have produced a limited run of DNA Force, and it will take up to 12 weeks to produce more once we sell out. Secure your DNA Force today at InfoWarsLife.com or call toll-free 888-253-3139. DNA Force from InfoWars Life.